You got a song for me? Well, it's the International House of Prayer. It's based in Kansas City, Missouri. I've been there seven, 8 times in my lifetime, and I love that song there. So I don't know how it sounds on there. I'm sure, uh, I'm sure somewhere or other in the global thing of YouTube, they'll probably copyright that song, but I don't care because I love the song. It probably don't sound that good on you guys' end, but it sounds really good here on this 55-inch TV with that little speakers. Anyways, yeah. So it's available. It's still going. We had a little problems last couple of years, but um, anyways, I love the song. Yep. So I cut all my metal up. I don't even know if we're time, if I remember not after 6 or what time it is. Yeah, it's after 6. Yeah. No, I'm cutting that metal that to brace that filter, and then it's a copyright too, probably. Huh? It's because they can't put it on there. I don't think I've seen a commercial on YouTube for these guys. For these guys. I think they lost that contract here about 6 years ago, and they never get it back because I think that I think they're too smart for YouTube. Now, just saying. So the suspense on the motor that my son spilled the beans on was that I was trying to pre-record it, the fan thing. I plugged it in. I think I showed it to a couple different people. I plugged it in, it went slow, and no smoke came out of it, but it just popped a breaker. So I thought it was a good motor. I thought it was a new one. I shouldn't be talking my mouth full, but you guys will have to forgive me. That's the motor in question that I pulled out of it. So it did not burn up, but it just keeps popping a breaker and it slowly moved. So I don't know. So on that note, I tried to get that on the video with the camcorder, showing how much fun it was to pull that all along. I think got lots of comments about, well, that's pretty new in there now. Pretty new, the paint's not even scratched on it. And the reason why I wanted to put all these wing nuts on it, so if I had to replace the motor, I could get to it. And before I even got done with the thing, I even got done with it, it already burnt the motor up. Or the motor problem. There's a problem with the motor. But they're like, hey, does this one work? Well, let me show you. Maybe this one will go working too. you could see it spinning in there. You probably couldn't feel the wind, all that. But yeah, I mean, well, it wouldn't have been a total waste. I would just would have ground my grinder out and cut it open. I think I've only heard that a couple times though. Working on machines, huh? You got an uncle doing that? Your uncle got YouTubes? Have your uncle got YouTubes? I got chips. Well, your uncle's got YouTube. Put his name up there so everybody can see it. I'm gonna shout him out, but hey, what's up? Well, having a snack break. A few people on. Just tell them about how I'm making it so I can get into it to replace the motor, and do it on live. So I recorded it. Find out that the motor is bad, so I had to tear it back apart. His name is Brandon. What's that got to do with if he has a YouTube channel where he does machinery or whatever? Well, you're telling me about machinery, I think you said, right? Yeah, just excuse me, I'm eating. I got home from work. And working. He's working. Thanks for stopping by, Lakeside Auto. I still watch your videos, I just don't comment because I don't know. I just don't comment. I'm not saying you wouldn't read the comments. I'm just saying this. Still love your stuff. I still watch it. I'm still subscribed to your channel. You guys like automotive stuff, Lakeside Auto Repair. I watch you subscribe to my channel. I'm subscribed to his, and I watch his stuff. You like that kind of stuff. Great guy. He's also from the state of Michigan. Huh? Did ya? He's all right. He don't like to do live stuff though. Not that I love to see my ugly face in the mug on the camera, but it is what it is, and so we do what we do. Every once in a while, you guys make me laugh pretty good, and it's worth doing it. I never know what you guys are going to say to me and make me laugh. So it wasn't that bad a day, but you can say something funny and it'll get me laughing. I just don't want to crawl on the floor, crawling around. It's been a while since I did that kind of stuff. So the chips are good. If you're just wondering, I saved a few for you guys. Just a few in there for you, all right? What do you want me to tell you? Since you're a YouTuber. Do you have a YouTube channel though? Obviously, other than just a account to talk, to comment. Nothing personal there. Yeah. So, anyways, I cut some of this bed iron up, and I was gonna put a double filter on it, and just in case. Yeah, well, he was grumpy the other night. Yeah, he was. I cleaned up his spot over here. I can't show you because this camera mount doesn't. Yeah, see, I cleaned up his space. made it all kinds of mess here, and you can see I cleaned up through there. Um, oh, okay, good deal. What are you doing? I'll go back and look for it. I'll go back. Yeah, well, I'll go back and look for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you like other people say. I'm going to go look for you and then forget about you. I mean, it could get to. It could be. I am over the hump and down going towards the woods. So, eventually, I could probably forget. But anyways, everybody can see your name. So, some people will pop in there and want me to do a shout out, and all I do is shout at him. So. I gotta walk away. Gotta walk away. Well, I got walkways. I just don't like that. I just don't. Yeah, well, go back and look at some of my videos I've done. I've got 12, 14, 15 views on it, whatever else. And, yeah. So, welcome to the crowd. That's what I got to say to you. Now, some people do some great stuff. They'll spend a lot of time rehearsing it, and then they cut it to pieces and get something good out of it, and people watch it. I did some, I cut my earlier videos. I did. You go way back. I got some, 6,000 views on it. Thing. I don't know how that happened. It hasn't happened lately, but that was over 5 years ago. So things have happened between now and then. Back then, there wasn't another million YouTube channels when I started. And I mean, I'm like, I started in 13, and I think YouTube started in 2010 or something, 25. I don't know. It's been a while ago. I'd have to go back and see when it started. But I started in 2013, and it was procrastinating because I don't like to listen to myself talk, and I don't like looking at myself. But eventually, just get over that. Thomas the Train. We love Thomas. Yeah. Playing with the cat. Yeah. And we don't have no cats. We had growing up, I had dogs and no cats. We didn't. My wife's allergic to cats, so we can't have cats. Cats are unpredictable. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check you out. Yeah, I got this one. I got a bunch of channels. I split it up about 3 years ago. I did everything on this channel, and then I noticed that when I did some not live, some trains, local trains, short trains here around my neighborhood, nobody ever wanted to watch them. So I'm thinking like, well, people don't want to subscribe to your channel to watch the rest of whatever, to watch the train channel. So I said, well, I'm just going to split it off. So I split it off to a train channel eventually, finally. But I did like 3 years of filming a local train. And then I asked my IT department if like, hey, how much of a pain in the hind end is it to drag some of the other videos? I guess you download the video and then you put it over to this other channel. He said, for what? I said, well, they got some pretty good views on it. We'll just leave it there. And maybe somebody will watch it, maybe they won't. But it's the same. It's pretty much, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. But, So I just film them on a different channel. I got like, I don't know, I got a 35, 35, I guess. I'm looking at, trying to think. That's the thing. Look, so I got 35 videos on that, and until you get, and it's growing all right. I mean, I just want to get to 50. And you're like, why do you want to stop at 50? I don't want to stop at 50, but I just want to get 50 so I can do the live stuff, because people like this live stuff. I think I got four. I think I got 4 channels. I got look, I know. Well, what's what's normal? That's, I've read that before. It's like, hey, you're just perfectly normal. What's normal? So I just like to do live stuff, because I've noticed when I've did some live stuff later at night, a lot of people from all over the world would click on. I was sitting there watching live, and they're like, "Hey, that's kind of cool, you know. What kind of is that, you know?" And all the questions, you know, I'll answer the same old questions, but it don't matter. So it was kind of cool. I think it was kind of cool that, you know, like, I don't know, I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the videos that I did live. Not that I did live on this channel. Late at night. You know, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. The lights were lit up. And people were awake and nothing to do, nothing live on YouTube that was without watching 30 ads to, you know. You know, I get people that's got ads on there because they need to try to make some money, you know. I mean, you know, anyway, so yeah, I got this is my main channel. This is the one that started out back in 13, and then I started Don's Garage. And after Don's Garage, it was like, I looked at it now, typed it in to see what it looked up, and it says 73 SUPERGLIDE 6 tube right behind the Don's Garage. That's the only way you can find it out, because there's probably like at least five Don's Garages now since 2000. Yeah, I did them both at the same time. 2013, I set it up. Because initially I just wanted to do car stuff, and then I do all kinds of stuff, and you can't. People are just strange. You know, I'm weird. I'm strange. I'm not normal. I'm far from normal. But a lot of people don't want to watch all kinds of stuff like this, working on all those kinds of things when they click on a channel that does car repair. That's it. You know, just how it is. I mean, there's need for everything. So I started the Darn Garage, and I got a few on there. I haven't really pressed it. I can do live videos on it, which is cool, because, you know, do I want it to grow? If it's gonna grow, it's gonna grow. I can't make something happen. I like this one because I can do all kinds of whatever I want to do on it. You know what I'm saying? And if you like it, yay. If you don't like it, just move on. Like, you know, a lot of people do. You'll find something that you can. If you spend enough time, you'll find something you like somewhere. And there's some people you can relate to, you know. I mean, according to Google Studio, I got most of the people that watch my channel are over 60, you know, because they relate, because I got the bald head, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So anyways, I got the Don's Garage, and then I got the Scrapping channel, Don the Scrapper, which is just, you know, I got some scrap stuff to do on it, but I'm just trying to catch up on everything else. And is that possible to catch up on anything else? No. Me? No. I'm the guy that's got a lot of projects going, and always something to do. And then what was the last one? What's the last one? The train along the rail fans. Along the rail fans. It's all lowercase. So, anyways, and would I start some more channels? It's just bad enough right now. um, with what I got. So I don't want to really split off. I don't want to split this channel off into different segments because why? You know, because I do all put all kinds of stuff on it. I put a shelf the other day for my wife, and she said, "Just do it, and maybe you'll find somebody that wants to watch it. And if they don't want to watch it, they don't watch it." There's got to be somebody out there can't figure out how to put a shelf together. Let me tell you. Nope. So we got like 8 inches of snow now here now because we got another 3 inches today. So or 4 inches. Some in local areas like where I was in town, there's 4 inches of snow in town. So it just snowed all day long. And then tonight, woo, she's gonna be cold tonight. Yep. I think they're talking to 8 degrees tonight, and it's clearing off, so it's gonna be sunny tomorrow. So that explains why it's gonna be so cold tomorrow. Is because it's gonna clear off, and that our cold from the north, Canada. We're so close to Canada up here, boy. We get all the cold weather. She's nice and toasty in here, though. I got her. Yeah, she's past the 80 today up here. Look at that. Look up way up there. Can you see it? Slant it? It's backwards though. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, she's almost at 90. Whoa. That's a scary thought there. Holy moly. Yeah, so he hasn't done that. And here we are talking again. Welcome to the channel. Got that out of the way, right? Oh, I got a wood stove out there, wood boiler. A wood boiler. And you can get them all different sizes. Oh yeah. They make little tiny things. It's like the size of it's pretty small. They make a small one. I've seen them. Like a box with a little roof on it. It's cute. Just old enough to throw a log in there. Yeah, burn wood. Got that heater up there. That's the one that makes the most noise. That one up there. That's the one. I can walk over by that TV set right now and feel that heat blowing over there. Now above, from right here on up, that's where you feel all the heat at. But I got to put a couple ceiling fans in the ceiling. But that's the one my second one. The first one I put in was over there, but it makes so much noise. And well, you know, I got property here with all those opposing oak. Yeah, it's all those oak that fell down. So my valley, that way, there's a bunch of trees laying down. And so I brought up a bunch. You could see one of the videos I did. I think I did down the valley. I showed some trees, and then I showed some you can burn pellets too. I think you can get one of those little stoves that set outside that has a water, you know, because this is water, that you can burn pellets in outside. So I like it outside because I don't have any mess in the garage. No mess in the garage. And I just, like one of the, over in the trees, I just dump the pallet, you know, sawdust over there and smooth it out, and stuff mold grows on it, and before you know it, stuff's growing on it again. So yeah, you can burn pallets in it. Pallets burn really hot though, but I did that when I lived at my other house, which is when we moved up here from the city. It's exactly 6 miles east of where I live at now. It was a association. I built my dream pole barn 40, 60 by 48 when I come out of the city and said, boy, put a lift above there. Um, did the first chunk of cement so I could pull cars in there and work on them. No YouTube. I keep saying I'm going to take a picture of the garage, but you know, it's a pole barn with a 12-foot ceiling, just what you want, you know, so you can pull anything you want in there, and 60-foot long, 12-foot door on one side, so you could pull any kind of vehicle in there and work on it, and 9 foot from my wife's car that never was too far away from the house. It's a ways away from the house. Not as far as this house is. Yeah, this one's 60 plus feet, and so just so you want to know, if you want to put Wi-Fi in your house, that thing that I asked for help on back then, that I was supposed to do another video on, but I really told the guy that I was going to do a video on it. But why would I do a video on it for? Because they were giving them away to everybody. He even said, the guy even sent him, when I replied to him about the questions I had about it. He's like, yeah, glad that's what I want to hear, is that the system's working. Even if you had some issues with it, you worked them all out and you got it working, and you know, that kind of thing. And he said, yeah, you guys give them out to people. You give them out to people, and now you want me to give you a free advertisement? I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't know. I paid 160 bucks for it. It works good though. Heck yeah, you just put one up on the you just run wire outside your house with a little sensor here, and put a little sensor right down here, and I got a router up above the door up there. There's a router up above the door, and it comes in, and I got Wi-Fi in the garage, and I can watch TV and watch whatever, and I can do live videos. So if you want to put Wi-Fi in your garage, that's the cat's meow. So live videos is not for everybody, though. Let me tell you. Because you get, like I said, on here, I'm just talking, I'm not getting nothing done, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that one there, that fan just shuts off. It's got a thermal breaker in it. It'll run for so long, and then it'll just shut off. The other one, I tried to put a thermostat on it. They didn't give me nothing. No, they didn't give me nothing for free. But they give other people stuff for free. That's what the question is. Like, when I looked up with the questions about how to install it and this, that, and the other, and I kind of get bits and pieces from, I must have looked at half dozen or a dozen of people's videos, and they said you could do it for 3 miles and, you know, all that kind of thing. I think I said that, but anyways, he said, yeah, and I said, well, I'm planning to put up another video, but then I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get much response off that, and anyways, if I would think that somebody that has one of those put in and they've seen that video, that they would say they would offer to want to help you. I didn't get one comment about, hey, did you check this, or did you check that, or how about this, there, or that? So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do a video on it. I might change my mind, but I'm really thinking not, because you know what I'm saying? They give them out. They give them out to some big channels, anyways. The big money guys. So nothing quote, nothing against anybody that's watching. I'm just saying is, you know, they got, I don't know, 100,000 people, 100,000 subscribers, and that's the ones they give them out to. So because they just want the free advertisement, which they're paying for it. But and to give it to me, the free advertisement is not worth it because yeah, of course. Yep. Yep. The school of whatever. Yep. Yeah. So I just spent 35 minutes just talking again. Just 35 more minutes of talking, but that's okay. Who else can I talk to besides my boy? So I cut this other brace here. Now, before I weld any of this stuff in, my question is am I going to be able to get that piece of metal in there? You know what I'm saying? The piece of metal that I could barely fit in there. And I'm thinking I'm still going to have a hard time. I really are. I really am. All right, so got one in the front, one in the back, and I cut one for the top. One in the front, one in the back, and one for the top. Make sure I get it in there right. Right. 9 3/4. 9 3/4. Holy moly. You guys get me talking? I don't stop. Like, who got me talking? No one got me talking. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys are doing all right here. I'm doing all right. It was an interesting day for a Wednesday. Typical Wednesday, though. Yeah. That's not right. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to take and make that piece at the top removable. Why do I think that? It's because I had a hard time getting that piece of metal in there. And just to take and to kind of line it up. I don't know if I just said what it was. Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking to take that top piece across there. Is this the Junkyard channel? That's what it is. You're on the right channel. You're on the right channel. Was that by accident? Huh? Hmm. Yep. I'm pausing again, ain't I? Yeah, I thought I had that cut off enough, but I didn't. I did, but I didn't. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to take and put this piece in, the top piece, and make it removable, and that's only because I could barely get the piece of metal in. Like it or not, more of those rib nuts, but yeah. Not a fan of it though. I am not a fan of it. More rib nuts. I have a whole box of them to use also. A bag of them, not a box. A bag. Well, it's got to be pretty cold over by your neighborhood, isn't it? If it's cold here. Well, welcome to the Junk Art Channel. Your host. Let's see. I may not have, once I get it in here, I might not be able to get it out. Remember this piece. I thought this was the piece I just cut for this. Didn't I just cut this piece? I'm trying to plan ahead and I'm still not. In case you're just tuning in, so last night last night I was doing a video of before you guys, after you, I don't know which one it was. Before you guys clicked on, or after you guys clicked on, I had a yeah, that'll work. Yep. Old cast iron one, huh? Is it a real small one, or is it a full size? Gosh, what were they? 4 foot by 4 foot. Huh? You were landing here when I was welding, huh? Yeah. So anyways, I was doing a video on not a live video, but a pre-recorded video on this. And then when I went to plug the blower in again for the what? 4th time, because every once in a while I'll show somebody the blower. And it turned real slow and popped a breaker. So I ended up replacing the motor last night before I came on live. So if you happen to tune in during that, when a lot of people were asking me questions about what happened to some of the metal that was on there. That was the ordeal there. And that may be why I want half of it to be removable, because the motors could be just fail out of blue. And that's not saying that everything we buy nowadays is made in China. Not saying that. Because we all know that it is. Everything is made in China, and so I'm trying to leave myself enough room at the top so I can slide that in, that piece, and unslide it when I need to, because if I have to get that blower out of there again, and I have this piece here in the road that's not removable, you know what happens, don't you? That means I got to cut. Not that I don't mind cutting, I really don't. I don't mind cutting. It's just the thing is once you get it painted and you get it all painted and put it together and you want to use it, and then oh yeah, I don't know if that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I'll have to. There's my pole barn next door. My son was just it would acquire stuff that people wanted to get rid of, and then he would drag it home and say, "Dad, you want this?" And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to see it go to the scrap heap. And then I would shove it in my pole barn next door, and well, then then you forget about it, and then somebody tells you about a cast iron saw they're gone. Probably it's heavy. I'm sure yours is heavy too. Too. I I bet it's over 200 pounds. This thing is. It's got the old crank cables on it, and the saw comes up, and there's a place for an external motor and all that good stuff we like, make it power out of it, whatever. But yeah, yeah. Well, it's it's the it's probably not. It depends on when it was made, though, because most of that stuff was um like like this and like this, and it was hollow underneath there, and it had some supports, part of the cast iron supports, so it really wasn't solid 1 inch. But the outside, around the outside, was that much, whatever that much is, that much over on the outside, and then some ports across the top. So if you tipped it over, if you got a big board on and you tipped that saw over, trying to put a big, you couldn't break it. I mean, you could break it, but it really would have took a lot to break it. You know what I'm saying? Now you even saw a board on some of this stuff, and you're concerning that. My boy does. Snow's put him behind, but he's about due. We keep yelling at him. He needs to, he needs to do some more stuff. But yeah, so most of those were like, imagine how heavy it would be if it was totally 1 inch thick, all the way across, and whoo, that would give you a workout, wouldn't it? Huh? So I got this side fine, got it down where I need it, and I wanted to slide that piece of metal in, and this side, not so good. Not so good. A little closer though. I just keep cutting and cutting and cutting. I'll get it eventually. This is all free metal anyway. So. You missed it. You didn't really miss anything. It just the saw hooked up for a minute. The cutoff saw hooked up for a minute, and hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the I don't know, welcome to whatever. I forgot what he said. What did he say? What do you say back here? Oh, well, welcome to the Junk Art Channel. Huh?
Oh, back here.
Look, guess who was asked? Look. Look who came to bother us.
I should,
Look.
You getting anything done down here?
Look who came to bother us. Look.
No.
That guy.
You get anything done down here?
Part-time came to bother us. Did you see that? We had like about 10 people asking where you were at today.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8 tonight. All right, so we got her trimmed up. This is the junk art channel, by the way, in case you just didn't know that. Perfect. Perfect. Just trying to line her up if possible. You already said that. Yeah, the manager's here. He's trying to tell me it was cold outside. You know, you guys ain't doing a very good job. You still left your chips in there. This is his chips. He doesn't eat these ones, though. He eats the other ones. He's trying to tell me it's cold outside when it's only 8 degrees. So, I don't know what he's talking about.
You rambling on again, too. You already said that.
Someone's saying something.
You getting Alzheimer's again?
I got timers. I got timers again. Alright, so let's see if we can slide the it may be a problem. Maybe a problem because I got all these clamps on there, so alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tack all the way around the outside. We're going to tack that except for the top piece. Just going to tack it. No welding it all in. We'll have to cut it all out. Absolutely not. So I can do it 3 times. Not twice. 3 times. Manager's throwing stuff at me again. You think it's funny? Okay. It's not funny. Not funny. latex? Is that what you're saying? Latex? Maybe. It may be latex.
Okay?
Latex. Latex. Alright, so that piece is removable now. That's the top beamer. Let me see if I can get this guy in there.
Why won't it stay in there?
Hang on, I'll show you. Give me a minute. Keep bouncing out.
Yeah.
Need that to control. You guys ain't gone dead on me yet, have you? You haven't fell asleep, have you? All right. There you go. Up there, down there where I can tack it. It's a little distance away, which is okay. that much, 1/4 inch. Could be more, but I don't think I can get it in there. Oh boy, so funny. See? Again, when you think you really had to go, it's at the top and it's at the bottom. So. All right, this side, it looks like to me that's what we wanted. All I'm gonna do now is piece of pipe on here and figure where my hole's got to go there, right?